Hello.
Here. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. And you?
Good. Waiting for the rest of the class, but while they enter, let's have a talk. How was your weekend?
Yeah, well, what's good? I went to visit my family in Obregon,
Okay.
my family and friends, and I was very good.
And how was the weather this weekend?
Uh, well, the free day was sunny, and the next days was cloudy.
Cloudy.
Yeah,
Okay.
and very hot.
It hasn't rained that much in San Carlos, right, Mandy?
No, no, it's not often. The rain is not often in San Carlos. Uh, the humidity is very high. The maybe in this week, 2 days ago, was raining in the night. So in the morning was the humidity was very high.
Yeah, I went there like 2 weeks ago or less than 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. And I was surprised because here in Hermosillo it has rained a lot, so it's all green. Wherever you look, you're gonna see the hills green, a lot of trees like growing and all green. And we were like enjoying the landscape in the highway because it was all green. But when we were getting closer to San Carlos, it wasn't green. It was actually kind of dry. It was a lot of it was
Oh,
too different.
maybe, but in this moment, the hills and the around to San Carlos, it's rain. The the plants and the vegetation are growing.
Mhm.
So in this moment, I think that it's green around to San Carlos.
Okay, but well, maybe 2 weeks ago it wasn't.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Gabriela. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Fine, and you?
Good, good, good. How was your weekend? Was it fun? Did you do something special?
Well, yeah, something different. My cousin visited us on Sunday, and uh, she and my, how do you say, nephews.
No, your nephews.
We were playing Nintendo in my house.
Okay, and was it fun?
Yes, so
Okay.
fun.
Okay, well, today we're starting a new unit, which is also the unit we're gonna be working with during these 2 weeks we have left. So, apparently it's gonna be just you and me because Manuel just told me that he has an appointment, so he's not gonna be able to be here. And I don't know what's going on with the brothers, with the siblings. So let's start then the class. This is a unit 10. And we're gonna be working with grammar, with the models of certainty, and well, a lot of speaking, listening, etc. And let's start with the unit introduction discussion. And it says in here we have some rounds of questions. We're gonna practice speaking. And it says in here, well, this unit, by the way, the title of this unit is travel. So we're gonna be talking about trips and that. So it says, could you live in another country for the rest of your life? So the three of us, we live in Mexico. If you had the opportunity, guys, of moving to another country, would you take it?
Yes, I think yes.
You think so? Okay, Gabriela, what about you?
Yes, I think, especially I would like to live in United States.
In the United States? Okay.
Yes.
Can you remind me what is your occupation?
It's a developer,
Okay.
engineer. I am systems engineer.
You work in a factory or something like that?
No, actually, I'm working in Tecnológico de Monterrey.
Oh, it's cool.
Yes.
Gabby, I was a software engineer when I finished my career. I'm LSIA
Really?
in its yeah.
Okay, it's the same career?
And now are you working like as a developer?
Well, I worked in Novotec
Okay.
as a software engineer, but like a system analyst. So I didn't develop.
Okay, okay. That's good.
I don't understand what you're talking about because I'm not an engineer, but well, good that you could connect. Well, you said yes, but you have to look here. It says for the rest of your life. So if someone tells you, okay, yes, you will leave to the country you want, but it has to be for the rest of your life. No problem?
No,
No problem at all. Okay. Number 2 says, do you prefer to travel alone or in a group? I hear you.
I prefer in a group.
Okay.
I never travel alone,
Okay.
but I think it's more fun when I travel with friends or with my husband.
Okay. What about you, Mendivil? Do you tend to travel a lot?
I prefer travel with friends in a group, but I would like to have an experience traveling alone. Yeah,
Excellent.
I think that it's a wish in the future.
Okay.
So maybe in a middle, well, I would like that does in a short time.
Okay, and actually you can do it with your motorcycle, right?
Yeah, but I wouldn't like travel in my motorcycle.
Okay.
I prefer travel
By car?
maybe in my car or traveling in the plane but in other
Okay.
country or maybe the other state, but not short trip. I would
Okay.
like maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month. I don't know.
Okay, like for vacation, not just like for a day or a weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Number 3, do you prefer active or relaxing holidays? Why? So what? Remember, holidays they don't refer only to Christmas because sometimes we can confuse it with Christmas, but holidays is all the breaks we have in the year. Could be spring break, a summer break, and special dates, right? That we have for free, like we don't work for us to relax, and well, of course, the Christmas break. So what do you prefer, active or relaxing holidays?
I think that I prefer active. Um, Relaxing, I try to take, I don't know, 2 days per year, like relaxing vacations. I don't know, maybe go to the beach or rent a place far away from the city. But
Okay.
when I go to a new city, I prefer walk a
Okay.
lot.
So you like walking. Actually, you said
Yes.
like 2 weeks ago you went hiking, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, Mendivir, what about you? Do you prefer active or relaxing holidays?
Well, usually my vacation or my holidays, I'm very active, visiting friends and family. So in vacation, I prefer take take a day for me and be relaxed.
Mhm.
I like visit the beach and I like be alone.
You like
So
that one. Okay.
yeah.
Okay, next. How many times have you traveled abroad? Well, travel, it's every single trip, right? Even though if you go to the next city, which is 100 kilometers away, it is still a trip and you're traveling. But traveling abroad means going to another country. So, how many times have you traveled abroad, guys?
I have traveled abroad 3 times.
3 times, okay. Where?
I went to I have visit USA
Mhm.
two times, and in one occasion I traveled to Europe.
Oh, nice. Very good. Okay, Gabriela, what about you? How many times have you traveled abroad?
Um, I traveled abroad 2 times. The first one it's in Japan.
Oh,
I
nice.
went to Japan. Yes, I really
Nice.
recommend.
Yeah, I would
And
like to go.
yes, it's the culture and the people. It's so different.
And what about the
Um,
food? Is it delicious?
yes, I really like the food, but the problem for me is the coffee.
Oh.
It's really hard to find a good coffee in Japan.
Well, I don't drink coffee, so that wouldn't be a problem for me.
For me, it's really
And how long
was
did you
a
stay there?
problem. 10 days.
Okay, so yeah, it was probably a torture, right? Because
Yes,
if you're a coffee lover, yeah,
the first 3 days I got headache. So
headache.
yes,
Yeah, it's funny when you talk about it, but probably those days were like hell for you, right?
yes.
Okay. And what were the other two countries?
The other was United States. I visited Boston.
Okay. Well, now that you're talking about Japan, do you like the Olympics, guys? Because they're taking place in Japan this year.
So.
Okay, so what it depends on the sport or what does it depend on?
I really I don't see the games.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how to say. I just sometimes in the day I look for
The results
news.
of
Yes.
videos. Okay, good. What about you, Mendivil? Do you like the Olympics?
Not really. Yeah, well, I like when I when I when I see a competition and maybe are the Mexican team in the content, but it's not
You're
it's
not a big
not
fan.
yeah no I like, but it's no maybe it's not necessary are searching the results
Okay.
or or I I don't I don't looking for looking for watch the
Okay. Yeah. So it's
The
just
content.
like, just in case if you see something, well, you see it, but if not, it's okay for you. Okay. Well, thank you. Next round of questions, it says, number 1, do you prefer to travel by train, bus, plane, or ship?
I prefer the plane.
The plane, okay. Gabriela?
Well, it depends. If I, for example, if I go to, I don't know, if I visited Europe, of course, the first is I will take a plane, and then to, I don't know, to know the different cities, I like to take a train.
Okay, a train. Have you traveled by train?
Yes, in Japan.
Oh, I would like to, there's a beautiful view and landscapes in Chihuahua, I guess. Or I don't know if it's in Chihuahua, but
Yes.
what's the name of it? I don't
Where's the
remember.
name?
Chepe?
Yes,
Chepe.
the Chepe one. I would love to get on that train. The landscape is beautiful and the view, it's amazing, right? Okay,
Yes.
next.
I had the opportunity to drive a
Oh.
car in Europe
Uh-huh.
because was a part of our job in Europe. I was working
You were working, nice.
for 1.5 months, so we had a car rented, so we take the car and drive to other countries, nearly from in Czech Republic,
Okay.
and was very nice traveling in and visit other places in
Yeah.
trip car.
As Gabriela said before about Japan, it is amazing to know other cultures, right? To learn how people live and to learn that we are different, right? That it's, you know, different places and that. Okay. So later you can tell us, Gabriela, what was like the most interesting thing you found in Japan. But let's finish this round of questions and then we can continue just talking. It says, what's the most beautiful place you've ever been to? So I hear you.
I think I don't know, because when I went to Boston, it was in November in autumn. It's really beautiful. So I love
You
the
love the
system
city?
autumn. But the other city that I love too, it's in Japan. The name is Shirosaki.
Okay. What about
I
culture?
saw the flowers. I don't know how do you say. Well, it's the flowers, but the name in Japanese is.
The blossom? No?
Yes, blossom. Yes, it's really beautiful.
And I can imagine the smell of it. Like, yeah.
The smell. Well, I went to the end of the blossom. I traveled to the north of the Japan.
Okay.
So it's I didn't see so much flowers,
Okay.
but the smell I didn't identify a different smell.
Oh, it's because I've seen many different body lotions and perfumes that they are with like that, like Japanese blossom and that. But well, I don't know why I thought it was going to be, because here, for example, there's a tree, the lime tree, that it has a special smell, like it smells like citrus.
Oh, yes.
Well, going to number 3 says, do you prefer a budget or first class hotel?
I think budget. I don't spend so much money in a hotel. I prefer to use my money to know different places in the city, to eat different foods, and buy some things.
And what about you, Mendivi?
I think the same. When I travel, I like to spend many time visit new places. So the for me is an important the hotel. So just if have a good
Bed
good
or place to sleep?
bed, yeah, is and in a clean bathroom, it's good for me.
Okay, that's a
I,
good point that he has a clean bathroom. Well,
yeah, I like the clean rooms. So
okay. Well, next it says, if you had $100,000, where would you go on holiday? Well, let's answer the first one. Tell me, guys, if you had $100,000, where would you go on holiday?
It's a lot of money.
Yeah, so where will you go?
I think Europe.
Europe, like to
Yes.
take a like a tour, like to all the
Yes, a
cities.
big tour, a big visit. I don't know, Germany, France, all the principal cities in Europe.
Of the continent of Europe.
Yes,
Okay. What about you, Madivian? Where would you go if you had $100,000?
If I had this money, I will like travel around the world.
Okay.
In this scenario, I prefer first class and a good hotel, and it, well, it wasn't important the money because I have
A lot, right?
a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what about if we had well, $10,000? So it's still a lot, but not a lot as $100,000. So if you had $10,000, where would you go?
I think Canada in December.
Okay.
I would like
Do you like
to
winter?
see. Well,
With
not
snow
much,
and that?
but I didn't see the snow.
You haven't seen
I don't I don't know
Yeah,
the
you don't know the snow,
snow.
you haven't seen it.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I had an experience with the snow. It is very beautiful. I remember once when I lived there for a month, and I remember it was the beginning of December. And I remember I woke up one day, the weather forecast it was like saying that it was about to snow, right? Like Monday, for example. And I remember that on Sunday, I went to bed and it was like no snow. And in the morning, it was like a magic, like from a Disney movie, like that. It was all full of snow. It was beautiful. From the window, it was beautiful. I have no other words. I was so excited because of it, but to be honest, I hated it. It was like I won't say the worst because the view that I had through the window and when everything was so beautiful, but it was very difficult to walk in the snow. It's horrible to deal with the snow conditions of the weather and that it's very uncomfortable. But yes, it's beautiful. And if you know that it's gonna be just for fun, that if you're gonna visit because you don't have to be somewhere on a special time and that, it's perfect. Because I remember once I was running to catch the bus and I fell because of the snow. I couldn't walk, and it was very, very difficult. So yeah, so if you're visiting, just like to have experience and that, I think it's
Just for vacation.
just for
Thing.
vacation, but to living there, for example, in my case, I love that country, and I remember saying, I want to live here. But then when the snow came, I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure now. But yeah. Okay, Mendivil, what about you? If you had $10,000, where will you go?
I think that $10,000 is enough money for traveling to Europe.
To Europe?
Yeah,
But
I would travel to Europe.
what cities or what countries in a specific?
Maybe tours. Well, the fact is, I take a tour. I will visit Holland, Germany, France, Spain. I would like travel and meet New Zealand.
Okay, and the good part of Europe is that all of the countries are very close to each other, right?
Yeah,
Like, not that, it doesn't take that much time to travel from one country to another.
yeah,
Okay.
and the train is the principal, the main way of to travel in Europe.
Okay, nice. Well, you've been there, so you know how much money you need. Okay. And what about $1,000? If you had $1,000, where would you go?
I think Los Cabos.
Okay.
I don't know if it's enough money,
That's
but
what I was
maybe
gonna
a
ask.
weekend.
That's what I was gonna ask, like $1,000 to go to that? Okay, but well, okay. Mendivil, what about you? Where would you go
Uh,
with $1,000?
I would travel to Rivera Nayarita
Okay.
to meet Sayulita and the other places nearly from Nayarit.
Okay. Nice. But well, if we change, yeah, I think it will be enough. I don't know why I was thinking that $1,000 would be 10,000 pesos, but no, no, right? The dollar now it's too expensive, so it's like the double. So yeah, I think it's enough. Okay, next round of questions. It says number 1, have you ever gotten lost while traveling?
Yes, a
Yeah.
lot.
Okay, tell us
In
about it.
Japan, in Japan, it's really difficult to talk with the people because a lot of them don't speak English. So if you, in my case, I think that I don't speak, or in that time, I didn't speak enough English. In Japanese, of course, I don't know any word, but it was really difficult. And when we visit Shirosaki, also we have some problems to read. I don't know how do you say the name of the trains because it was in Japanese.
Okay.
It's the normal of Japan, so it's difficult to see
It
the
was
text
definitely a
in
challenge
English.
for you.
Yes.
Okay. But that is also fun and part of I mean, you know, right? You know, when you travel there, you know that these type of things are going to happen because it's a different
Yes.
language, different culture and that. So it's also part of it. But you didn't travel alone there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's also good that you were not alone, so you could like communicate, or all of you together could help each other to make
Yeah.
it, right? Okay, Mendivil, what about you? Have you ever gotten lost while traveling?
Yes, the last weekend when we was in Czech Republic, we had reserved 2 days in Praga.
Okay.
So was a prize for us from our bus. So we win a week a weekend in Praga. So we drive to a small town nearly to Praga, maybe 2 hours. 2 hours in the driving.
Mhm.
So when we arrive to Praga, we need to arrive to the hotel, but the hotel was in the center, in the downtown in Praga, and it's very difficult to find the way to arrive from the the downtown to the hotel, because are small streets, so you can drive in car. So we the GPS
Mhm.
wasn't working, because I don't know, the GPS wasn't working. So I need to ask the people for the direction and the
Mhm.
where is the hotel, and was very difficult because obviously my English is isn't good. So the other people the didn't speak English,
So
and
you were the bilingual there.
yeah, was a little difficult. So we rent a taxi
Mhm.
to follow the taxi in our car to arrive the the right direction in the hotel. So and was, ¿cómo se dice estafa?
How?
¿Cómo se dice fuimos estafados?
Oh, you were. How do you say that? Help me, guys. Do you know?
No.
But
Well, the taxi driver
well, you
take
were cheated, but you were. It says swindle. No, scammed.
the
But
taxi
well, tell us what happened. Let me look for the
Okay.
word and then explain us.
Yeah, the taxi driver take other way. So he was driving in circles around the right direction, and the main objective was to cover a lot of money.
And yeah, probably because they noticed that you were foreign people, right? And then you were not
Yeah,
understanding that much, so they took advantage of that. The word is get scammed. Like a
scam.
scam, scammed. Get scammed. So you got scammed. Okay. And how did you feel?
Ah, we we are nervous.
Okay.
We was nervous because the night we salimos de día y llegamos de noche.
Okay, so you
We spent a lot of time
you left on
looking
day, came
for
back.
the right direction. Yeah, was
Okay.
a little stressant and difficult, because we wasn't internet or cell phones, and
So you
the
fell in danger.
yeah, and the language was a problem in this moment.
In that moment. Okay, and well, that was a very unexpected situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but well, fortunately you're here and you can tell us about it. Well, and number 2 says, what is the most interesting souvenir that you have ever bought on one of your holidays? So are you the type of people who buy souvenirs when you travel, guys? And if you are, so tell me, what are the most, or what is the most interesting souvenir that you have ever bought?
I think that a pair of cup of tea,
Coco what?
cups of tea,
Oh, okay, cups of tea.
yes,
Cups of tea, yeah, okay.
yes, in Japan.
Why are they special or why are they interesting?
Well, because it's in Japan, they drink coffee like water, coffee, sorry, tea. They drink
Yeah.
green tea like water. So
Uh-huh.
it's yes, it's very usual to drink tea in Japan.
Yeah, I remember when I was in Canada, I was staying with a family. A family was hosting me. And the mother was Japanese. And I remember that of her. She was a big fan of rice, sticky rice, and,
Oh
and,
yes.
and the tea. And I remember one day she told me, I'm going to the supermarket. Do you want tea? And I was like, do you want me to bring you tea for you? Because I told them that I didn't read the flavors they had. And it is because I don't drink tea. And I was like, oh yes, lime. I don't know why I was thinking of iced tea. And no, I mean they were talking about the other type of tea. So yeah, that is something that I noticed from there too.
Yes.
Let's see. Okay, what about your Mendivil? What is the most interesting souvenir that you have ever bought?
I bought a few of beers from Praga
Okay.
for my friends and and for me.
You
Um,
didn't you have any trouble in the airport with the beers because of the alcohol, or you paid something extra?
I put the bottles in
The
my
suitcase.
in my bag, very with a very careful with with pieces or of uh, shirts and pants because the problem of the dangerous is if the bottle broken in
Uh-huh.
while was handling the, the bags.
Okay.
So, but I didn't have problems uh, in the airport or in other stations.
One answer that. No. Okay, and actually, when while you were saying this, that you were covering the alcohol with the pens and that, I was just thinking on this TV show called Preso en el Extranjero,
Uh-huh.
Banjo Abroad, Mendigil, because he was carrying alcohol, illegal alcohol, but no, just it's just a
Yeah, I think it was illegal. Uh,
It
do
was
it,
that you were not checked, or probably the person who was like checking that didn't care that much at all. Because I remember
I
I
don't know.
was trying to travel with tequila, and no, they told me it was not possible, and I couldn't. So, well, yeah, you were lucky.
Yeah.
Next one. Have you traveled in business class? Which is, I think, the best class. No? Have you?
No.
No,
No? Okay. Well, next.
I'm pure.
Would you like to take a cruise? Where to and who with?
No, I wouldn't.
You wouldn't? Why? You don't like the sea?
Sorry. I would like, yeah, I
You
would like
will?
to take a cruise.
Okay. Where to?
maybe Bahamas or Caribbean.
That would be nice, right? Who with? Alone or with someone?
No, I would like with other person, maybe friends or girlfriend. I don't know.
Okay. Gabriela, what about you? Would you like to take a cruise?
Yes.
Where to?
I don't know. Well, I think that the same, the Maldives, maybe Bahamas or Caribe.
Okay. And who with?
I would like with my husband or with some friends.
Okay. Perfect. We're almost done with the speaking part. So it says in here, what countries would you most like to visit? Well, we have already discussed about this, and probably I will say that is Europe, right? Countries from Europe, I think are the ones that we will all love to visit. Next one says, would you rather visit another country or travel within your own country? What do you prefer? Travel abroad or within your own country?
I think that I don't know enough my country because I don't know like Chiapas, Cancun, and I only know Ciudad de Mexico, Mazatlán, San Carlos.
Yeah, and you're closer to those places.
Yes.
But well, what am I gonna say? I don't even know those places you mentioned either. So yeah, I would love to, but well. And actually, I think that is better first to know your country and then visit another country so you can have like a reference or compare them in case I want to. But well, there are some people who are not interested in traveling the country and they prefer to travel abroad. What about you, Mendivi? What do you prefer? Travel in Mexico or travel abroad?
In a short or medium terms, I would like visit my country.
Your country?
I would like visit Rivera Nayarita, Rivera Potosina. I think there's two places is the principal places that I would like to visit in a short time.
Okay. Next one says, what is the most interesting city you visit in your country? What is the most interesting city to visit in your country? What do you think could be the most interesting city in Mexico?
For me, was Mexico City.
Mexico City. Okay, Gabriela, what about you?
The same.
Mexico City.
But I think that it's most interesting Chiapas or Oaxaca.
Okay.
I would like to know or to visit Chiapas.
Okay. Chiapas looks beautiful. I don't know Chiapas, but a friend of mine has just gone there like a month ago, and the pictures were beautiful. I mean, it looks like paradise.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's like,
so beautiful.
is it my country? It's like, yeah, we need to travel. Okay. Well, let's go then. Well, that was the part of the speaking part. So tomorrow we can, well, not tomorrow, on Thursday, we can continue discussing more about this travel in topic. Hopefully we're gonna have the rest of us so we can have more experiences, but now let's go to the grammar part. And the grammar part is model of certainty, number 1, because we're gonna have more than one. Okay, so it says in here, do you know where John is? I don't know, he might be on a break. Okay, this word I have in blue is an example of a modal verb, and modal verbs are verbs that don't tell you, for example, you know that it's past tense, future tense, and that. So this one can refer to the future, can refer to the present. So it's just a modal verb. It's like a helping verb. And talking about certainty, it means that is about a possibility. So it says in here, if we are less than 100% certain about a situation, we can use modal verbs to show our level of certainty. So modal verbs are verbs that help us to talk about a situation that we're not sure about. For example, let's talk about this situation of someone on a break. If we are sure that this person is on a break, well, we're gonna use the present tense because the present tense is used to talk about real situation in our present life, right? So if I say he is on a break, it means that that is his actual situation, his current situation. It says in here, almost 100% certain. He must be on a break. Must means that you are very sure, but not 100% sure. What does this mean? That you know that according to the calendar or according to the agenda or something, according to something, you know that this person must be on a break because you have something as a reference to prove it. But you can say that he is on a break because probably you haven't talked to this person, so you are not 100% sure of it. Next, it says he has to be on a break. What does this mean? Often modal verbs have to and have got to can be used as the same meaning of must, especially in American English. And we're learning American English. So has to or must in this context, talking about certainty, they mean the same. What do they mean? That this is a situation that I have reference or evidence that they have to be or they must be on break, for example, in this context, but I'm not 100% sure because I haven't talked to this person, so I don't exactly know. Yes? Okay, then I have may, might, and could. Basically, may and might are the same, and it says may, might, and could are used to say that you are unsure. So these are like the best options you have when you don't know, but you have an idea. So it's like, oh, he may be on a break. He might be on a break. He could be on a break. The three of them are showing a possibility, but I'm not sure of it. So I'm not telling you that he is on it. I'm just telling you an option or giving you a possibility of it. For example, he must be hungry. He hasn't eaten anything all day. I mean, I'm not sure because I haven't asked him. I haven't asked him, hey, are you hungry? I don't know. I haven't heard it say it by him. But I know that he hasn't eaten anything all day. So that's why I say that he must be hungry. Because if you don't eat on all day, well, it is what it is, right? She has to be there. That's her back end code. Well, I have reference. I'm seeing that. And because of it, I'm saying that that's what has to be happening. But since I'm not seeing the person I'm looking for, that's why I'm not 100% sure. Next one. He has to go home early. She might have to do her homework still. What does it mean? That probably the lady or the kid or the girl hasn't finished her homework. So that's why I'm saying might, because I don't know. It's just a possibility. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. In negative situations, we say the following. 100% certain he isn't here. Okay, what does this mean? That I am sure that this person is not there. Almost 100% certain he can't be here. Can't is commonly used to express a strong certainty that something is impossible. What does this mean? That couldn't be, like, that is not true. I mean, he can't be here. I'm saying that is not possible. And to talk about uncertain, he may not be here, he might not be here. Well, may not or might not express uncertainty. Notice could is not used for this meaning. Entonces could, I'm not gonna use it, but when I use may not or might not, I'm talking about that is a possibility that they are not there, or there is not possibility of these people being there. For example, she joined the school this morning, so she can't know the rules of the school yet. She can't. I mean, I'm almost 100% sure that this is not possible, but maybe this little girl is that type of girls that study all night and she already know it. So this is like a 90%, let's say. Next one. You said Joe was Canadian, but he speaks English with an Irish accent. He can't be Canadian. I mean, this is kind of silly, the example, but well, if you hear someone, you can, that you are almost sure about that, right? And here, Jose may not understand what you're saying. His English is not as good as mine. So I'm telling you that I don't think that this is possible. Okay. Now, continuous form. If you consider I'm speaking too fast or you have questions, interrupt me. Okay. Don't be shy. Okay. So it says here, we can use the modals above with be and a verb in its ing form to mean that something is in progress. So as I know, one of the uses of the present continuous is to talk about things that are happening, that are currently happening, that are happening at the moment. For example, he might be working late. What does it mean? That he is probably working and that he continue working. Next, it can be raining right now. It was sunny this morning. It can be raining. Why am I saying this? Because I have the evidence or I have reference that it was sunny in the morning, so it's almost impossible to be raining right now. Next, she must be sleeping at home. She isn't answering her phone. I'm telling you what's going on according to what I think. So it's also like I feel sure, kind of sure about it, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't actually know. I don't know how to know that if she's actually sleeping. She might or she may be having a party. It's pretty noisy because I'm hearing the music. So I'm just thinking. I'm just saying. Just saying, not saying. Okay, any question?
No, it's
No?
okay.
Now let's go to the exercise then. I'll share it with you. It is already shared. Open it, please. It's the 10-1 models of certainty number 1. And it says, complete the sentences with your own ideas. It says in here that the answers may vary because obviously you won't have the same answers. So the example says, they have been traveling for over 22 hours. They must be exhausted. This one, for example, it says, John has 4 jobs. He can what? What do you think could be a good word for this context? John has 4 jobs. He can't what?
He can go out with us.
Okay.
I think.
No, yeah, it's like, okay, you have 4 jobs, you can't go with us. Okay. Good. I mean, it's good. It's up to you. Okay, let's go and answer the first part. This is how you have to do it. You just have to fill it according to the context. And then we're going to share your answers, okay? In this exercise, all of your answers must be different because you're not working like together. So let's see what you say when you finish them all, okay? There are till the letter, oh my God, there are so many, till the letter M. Okay, I'll give you some minutes. You tell me when you're ready, and then we're gonna share. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you. How you're doing? Almost done or not yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, you tell me. Done, Mandevi?
Not yet. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
I'm in the key.
Okay.
I finished, teacher.
Okay, perfect. So in case that you haven't finished, Mandevi, we can help each other or you can finish it while we answer the rest of it.
I finished.
Oh, perfect. So here we have that he can't come with us. Next, it says that suitcase is really big. It's got to what?
It's got to have many clothes.
Okay,
Clothes.
to have many clothes. Gabriela, what about letter C? I can hear fire trucks. They must what?
There must be burning a house.
Okay, there must be a house burning or a fire.
Okay.
Okay, there must be a house burning. Very good. Letter D, Mendivil. It says, Sam hasn't come to school today. He may
be sick.
He may be sick. Okay. Gabby, it says, this looks like John's coat. He must
be lost it.
He must lost it.
Lost it, yes.
He must lost it. Very good. Now, letter F, Mendivil, it says, she never sees her husband. She may
work a long time.
Okay, she might work for a long time. G, Mendivil, he has 5 cars. He can't. Sorry, it was the turn of Gabriela. He has 5 cars. He can't.
He can't pay any other.
Okay.
He can be pure.
Okay. Letter H, it says, John just bought a new car. He has to what?
He has to be happy.
Mhm. Okay. Letter I says, the woman is wearing a scarf and a winter jacket. She must what?
She must be cold.
She must be cold. Okay, very good. J, Mendivil, when I read, I always get headaches. You might what?
You might need glasses.
Okay, very good.
Glasses.
Gabriela K, my handwriting is really messy. You may not.
You may not write so much.
Okay, but
I
this is
think.
the same person, the same person saying this. It says, my handwriting is really messy. You may not. This one is telling to the other person.
Okay, sorry. You may not understand.
Very good. You may not understand. Letter L. His girlfriend went back to her country yesterday. He has to, what do you think, Nadine?
He has to be stressed.
Be stressed?
Yeah.
Okay. And Gabriela, letter M. I lost $500 at the casino last night. Oh no, you must what?
You must be sad.
You must be sad. Okay, very good. Remember, the answers in this exercise may vary, so don't worry if you have a different one in one of the ones that you didn't tell. Okay. Well, next it says, read the text. Each text has 3 questions. Answer the questions by making guesses about the situation. So then again, this is according to you. Well, let's read it. Text number 1. Mendivil, can you help me to read it, please?
Yes. James, I think about you every day and I miss you so much. In fact, I carry your photo with me and look it when I am sad. I hope you are enjoying your new opportunity in China. I'm excited to see you in the spring.
Very good. Okay, now it says in here, what is the relationship between the writer and James? Okay, according to what we read, they must be married or in a relationship. Okay, why is James in China? It is not mentioned exactly. It's not like, we don't have that information, but why is James in China? What do you think?
Maybe he's working in China.
So he might be working in China.
Yes.
He might be working in China because this is a situation that is currently happening, right? He might be working in China. Where does the woman keep the photo of James?
Just a question. Why we use might?
Puede ser might or may, or es que puede ser el que ustedes quieran de acuerdo a su consideración. En mi caso es might, porque para mí yo digo que es una posibilidad. Si para ti es must, pues es porque eso es lo que tú piensas y estás como quien dice casi seguro, right? He must be working in China. Puede ser lo que ustedes consideren porque estamos hablando de posibilidades a fin de cuentas, right? The certainty.
Sí, la pregunta era por qué might con HT al final y no may.
Ah, bueno, es lo mismo, ¿eh? No sé.
¿Qué?
It is exactly the same as just might.
Ok.
Okay. Next, it says, where does the woman keep the photo of James? It's because it says, I carry your photo with me. So, where does the woman keep the photo of James?
Where does the woman keep
Because she says that she carries with her.
because maybe no is she must be miss it him.
But it says, where does the woman keep the photo of James? ¿Dónde lleva la foto de James? Because it says in here, I carry your photo with me and look at when I'm sad. So I have the photo with me and I look at when I'm sad. So the question is, where does the woman keep the photo? Do you understand?
Yes, she might be keep the photo in the purse.
She might keep the photo in her purse. Okay, very good. Very good. Let's go and read the text too. Gabriela, please help me to read it.
Whoa, I am so nervous. I have been practicing my performance for many months and now it's finally time to do it. I wonder where my parents are sitting. I wonder if I will be able to see the audience. I hope I don't make any mistakes.
Sorry, I was mute. Okay, so we don't have that much information, but according to this information, what is the writer's job?
He must be singer or music.
A musician? A musician, is that what you said?
Yeah, he must be musician.
Okay. Gabriela, it says, do you think the writer has a lot of experience? According to what we read?
He must not have enough experience.
Okay, let's say that he, okay, he might not.
Okay.
He might not
He
have
might not.
that much experience, very good. Porque el mustn't, no lo vimos aquí, pero el mustn't como modal verb significa que algo no es permitido. Entonces el mustn't no tiene el mismo significado cuando hablo, o sea, no existe, por así decirlo, cuando hablo de algo que es probable o no probable, porque el mustn't significa no permitido. Entonces,
Okay.
he might not have that much experience is better. Or he can't, what does I can't instead of mustn't? He can't have that much experience. Okay, Mendivid, where is the writer?
He might is in a contest.
In a contest, okay. Perfect. Text number 3. It says, I don't think I can do this. Maybe this sport just isn't for me. I've fallen so many times today and I haven't improved at all. It's really hard to see and I'm really cold. Okay, is the writer good? Is the writer good at snowboarding? What do you think?
He might
What?
he might not be a good
Okay, he might not
Snowboarding.
get good, right? Okay. Gabriela, is this the writer's first time snowboarding?
Um,
Look at the expression. Maybe this sport just isn't for me. Does that impression give tells you that this is new or not new for him?
is the yes, he might be her first time.
Okay, it might be his first time. Very good. Letter C, Mendivil says, why is it hard to see? Why is it hard to see for him? It's really hard to see and I'm really cold. What do you think it is hard to see?
It might be snowing.
Okay, it might be snowing. Very good. Recuerden que cuando es algo que está sucediendo, voy a agregarle el be y el ing, right? It might be snowing.
Okay.
Now it says, exercise 3, rewrite the green parts of the sentence with modal verbs. For example, I think it is impossible that it's raining outside. Entonces, ¿cómo lo puedo cambiar? It can be raining outside. For example, letter A, it's possible that they aren't hungry. They had a late lunch. It's possible that they aren't hungry. How can I re-say this or retell this, but using a modal verb?
They must be.
They what? Sorry, they might not be.
I say must.
They must
Be hungry.
but look, it says it's possible that they aren't hungry.
They might not be hungry.
They might not be hungry, right? Okay, very good. Well, Gabriela, help me with this one, letter B. It says it's possible that he is coming today. Last night he told me he was feeling better. So what do you think? It's possible that he's coming today?
He may be coming today. Or he
May come.
may come.
Ajá, may come porque todavía no es ese momento. It's like, oh, he may come. Probablemente venga. Right, okay. Tengo letters C, D, E, F, G, H, I, A, K, L, and M. Okay, otra vez, till the letter L. Ayúdenme a responder, please. I rewrite it, and then we're gonna share, okay?
Okay.
Please, this is the last exercise. Ready?
Not yet.
Okay, we're gonna try to answer some of them. Even though you haven't finished, I mean, some of them it's answered because it's almost time. And well, we can finish it for homework and check the rest of the answers tomorrow. So let's start with the letter C. And it says, she is definitely studying at the library right now. She is definitely studying at the library right now. Her phone is turned off. What do you think could be?
She is studying at the library.
She is studying at the library. But if I say this, it's because I am pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that she's there. But we're talking about that we're not sure. So what could we say?
I think that is she must be studying the library.
She must be studying. This is, remember, this is sure, but not that sure. Just have the feeling that she's doing this because you have evidence such as the phone is turned off. Letter D says, I am sure Peter does not like golf. He hates sports. So?
He might not like it.
But it says in here, I'm sure. What could be more sure than might?
Isn't like golf.
He doesn't.
Entonces,
He doesn't like, well, Peter doesn't like golf. Pero aquí, ojo aquí. Yo sé que no le gustan los deportes, pero no sé about golf. I don't know about golf. Pero si sé que no le gustan los deportes, entonces probablemente sería... Can't.
I asked where the, in this case, he may not like it because the evidence is that
He hates
he
sports.
thinks that Peter hates sports.
Okay, as I said, this is totally according to you. Pero si revisan ese tipo de situaciones, right? If something is sure y es affirmative, so then it's must. Si algo es sure pero es negative, entonces sería can't. O pudiera ser might not, como posibilidad. Okay, next, letter E says, all the lights are off in their house. I am sure they are sleeping. All the lights are off in their house. I'm sure they are sleeping. What do you think?
Me sacó la plataforma, pero
All the lights are off in their house. I'm sure they are sleeping.
She must be sleeping.
They must be sleeping.
Okay.
They must be sleeping. Ok, vamos a parar aquí y lo que resta del ejercicio, que son estas letras that are these exercises, like these sentences till the letter L, and then this one where it says, write a reason to finish each sentence. This one also, please finish it for homework, and then we're gonna check your answers tomorrow when we start class on Thursday, not tomorrow. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Well, perfect. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you on Thursday.
See
Bye.
you.
See you, teacher. Bye.